Hello everyone, I'm Dheeraj.
And I'm Luis.
Yeah, Mayank.
Hey everybody, I am Rishi.
Hello everyone, I'm Yashika.
So, in Web3, there is a lot of work done on tooling and other initiatives that don't make much revenue. These public goods are still vital for the growth of Solana and need some type of funding source to continue.
In this initiative, we have built a marketplace where builders can host grants that anyone in the community can contribute to. There will also be matchers like the Solana Foundation that can provide quick bucks and let the community distribute it to the grants through the user's donation. And we had the overview of the project, and this is the landing page where we have the database authentication with the wallet. And when we scroll down, we have the stats like the grants matched, grants created, etc.
So now let's get started by creating a grant. So just go to create grant. So grant is basically a program derived address, which is derived from the counter storing the number of grants, which gives a grant a unique ID. And because of this, we'll be able to fetch any grant easily by just using find program address. And this is going to help us a lot in resolving the computational expensive instructions. And we can query any grant without using get programs info, which is really great benefit to the initiative. Now we'll let Rishi speak the next one.
Okay, so now that the grant details have been filled, the creator can review his details and he can also review the complete grant details. And before I create the grant, let me tell you about the architecture. So we have some of our data stored on a Web3 database, which is ARV via the bundle network, and some of it is stored on the Solana blockchain. We are doing this so that we don't have to, we can reduce the user expenditure on the rent on Solana blockchain, and we have a lot of flexibility with the schema as well in the future if we want to change some of the data. As you saw, we were able to successfully create the grant. Okay, so now can one of you please make this grant matching eligible?
Yes, I see the new grant and now is eligible. Yeah.
Okay,
You can go to
so
the
now
Explore
we'll go
page.
to the Explore page. And
And here you can see the grants that are available, which means that they still haven't reached their goal, that they are still active with the date, and that the eligibility is true. If we go to
they haven't
any
been
one of
cancelled
those,
yet.
then we'll see the details. Man, can you explain?
Yeah, so these are all the details of the grants. And now on this page, some of the data is being fetched through the server or the backend, and some of it is being fetched client side after the rendering. And we are doing it this way so to increase the overall speed of fetching the data. So the data, the grant data is being fetched from the blockchain and the Web3 database, and the GitHub data is being fetched through the client side. We also have the donations flow here, if you can see. So the amount that the donor donates to the grant goes to the matching pool and then gets distributed to the grant. Now, if the donor directly want to support the author of the grant, they can also do it via the feature, the support author feature. The difference between the both is the funds that go directly to the author that are not being matched by the foundation. You can also see a chart here. So the chart depicts the impact of a donation on the grant. Currently, only one-on-one matching is implemented. So you can see the graph is straight, but in quadratic matching, it should be a curve.
Yeah, so the flow of the money goes from the user to the grant, and then from the grant to the author when it is released. When it is going through the donation, it is matched by the foundation money, and an account is created to keep track of the donations that have been made to a specific grant. In that way, if we want to refund the money because grant being a scam, we can just do the cancellation, and everyone will keep their money.
Okay, so now we have some future scopes for the project. We are going to have a DAO or the admin, which will have the role or the power for some actions like cancelling a grant or making a grant eligible and refunds the donation in the case if a grant turns out to be a scam. So all these will be handled by a DAO.
And that's all, folks. Hope you love the project. Bye from my side.
Bye bye.